We're told that we have to work harder, we have to sacrifice a lot, we have to pay the price, and we have to hustle very long hours in order to succeed. But what if the harder you work, the further away your goals get? And if the thoughts of your goal or your vision is making you already exhausted, then this video will change everything for you. Just think about this for a moment. You have a task to cut down a tree, and you have gotten an axe for it. Already the thought of chopping down the tree will totally exhaust you mentally because you know how hard it's going to be. So you go to the tree, you prepare yourself, and you put on the fighter mode, because you will have to grind now for the next few hours to chop down that tree. Now somebody else comes, and that somebody else has a chainsaw. That person will have no mental fatigue, will have no intimidation about chopping down the tree because he knows it will be absolutely effortless. He comes and he has the job done in seconds, and he doesn't even break a sweat. This is an analogy for everything we do in life. If we have to go 100 kilometers east, you can either be David Goggins style and you say, I'm gonna run the whole path and I'm gonna sweat blood and I'm gonna run with broken feet. I don't give a shit, I'll do it. Or you just get in the car and you get there the easy way. It will be effortless for you. When you are driving a car, you don't think how hard it is to drive the car. It is effortless. We are Petra and Raphael, and we created this YouTube channel because we want you to get to this point where it is effortless for you, where you are in effortless mode, effortless creation, that you step into your future self before you start to work towards it. And now we can turn it around. If you are thinking of some vision that you have, some dream, you want to be wealthy or you want to be healthy or you want to have the relationship of your dreams, the harder you're going to work towards it, the further away it gets, because it tells your brain, oh, this dream is actually really far away from me. I have to work really, really hard to get there. Imagine for a moment the person who has the chainsaw and cuts down trees for a living. The brain of that person has the structure of, it is effortless, it is easy, I know how to do it, I do it in seconds, it is not hard to do it. If you only ever have your axe, the network in your brain will say, it is hard, I have to struggle, I have to suffer. This is what we are being told on social media, the grind culture and the hustle culture and the monk mode. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but we have it the opposite way. That's why we created this YouTube channel. When you start to become that person before you're actually living it, you will draw to you the creation, the action, the doing will be effortless. You will no longer have to think hard, okay, what do I have to do? How do I have to strategize? Okay, I have to bring up that energy every day to do it. If you can feel like you are already it, get into alignment with your vision, then it will be effortless. It will be easy for you. You will no longer have to work hard. Everything you do will feel effortless for you. This is where we want to get you, because this is, in our eyes, the new way of living, the new way of creation. We first embody the person that we want to be, we step into our future self, we become it, and then we're going to walk the path and it will come to us.
I think it's our innate birthright to have this kind of life, which means effortless life. This is how we are born, this is how we are growing inside of the mother's belly, and this is how we are growing up, and until 1 or 2 or 3 years old, we are actually really effortless beings. This is our nature. We are tricked and manipulated into believing that we have to work hard. Of course, nothing is done by itself. You have to put effort in things when you want to achieve something, when you want to build something. But do you really have to still stress about these things? For example, my grandfather built a house by himself with my grandmother. It was a very small house and he lived there until he was leaving this planet. And he actually was so peaceful person, so calm. He didn't have that many inputs in his life. Now when we compare us 40, 50 years ago with people, now we have so many inputs into our brain. I mean, from social media, from our friends, like we used to have it in a month or 2 months or a year, like this many inputs, and now we have to sort it all out. So it becomes stressful and life becomes hard. And yes, somebody needs to be hard on themselves, like David Goggins. and he's adored for it. And I think it's amazing when people can push the barriers or push the limits. But it's not for everybody. Not everybody has to use that one as an example. Everybody can be their own example. I want to share with you my story. I was an athlete. I did not know anything else than hard work. I was training many hours a day, and then I was studying until 2 in the morning because I was going to this preparation school for university, and it's called gymnasium in my country. So I was an athlete. And at night I was a student, and I was constantly on it. I was constantly working hard. And for me now, the switch which I'm going through is that I have to still remind to myself all the time, so many years, and it's still not wanting to accept. My brain, my body still is asking, is it real? Is it real? Where is coming the hard work? When is it going to come? And all the time I have to calm my nervous system down because it's so huge switch. I used to be programmed to work hard, and there's nothing else. I thought people around me work all hard, but those who were working smart, they didn't have to work hard, and they were actually better than those who worked hard. Also, I thought if I have a university degree, it will be a paper which will allow me to open a lot of doors, and that was not true either, because people who didn't have university degrees but they were smart, they actually had open doors like that because of their frequency, because of their energy. And whatever you have in your life right now happening, you can always make it the best life for yourself, because you can just use your superpowers, because you have your superpowers. And if you don't know them yet, you will realize them maybe with our videos.
So we don't want to chase those dreams away anymore by just working hard, and we want to embody it and become it, and it will move towards us. If you like this video and if you're truly interested in change, then subscribe to this channel, because we are going to make more videos that help you to step into your future self. Drop down in the comments what you are currently working on, what you want to step into, and tell us how you're going to do it now that you don't have to work hard for it anymore.